Hello everyone, today I am going to discuss the solution of a problem that I have solved in LeetCode weekly contest 443. So the problem is longest palindrome after substring concatenation. This is the easier version of the problem because the length of the string is only 30 here. So the problem is you are given two strings S and T, and you can create a new string by selecting a substring from S and a substring from T, then concatenating them in order. Return the length of the longest palindrome that can be formed this way. So maybe we know what is a substring. Substring is a sequence of contiguous characters in a string. And also palindrome. A palindrome is something that is same from the forward and the backward when we read it. So let's move on to some example cases. Here the first test case says that S is A and T is A. So we can take the whole string from A and whole string from T here and make the resultant AS. So this is the length of 2 and this is the longest length here. In the second example, all characters are different in both the strings, so we can take only one character from any of the string and make the solution. So here we can get the length, maximum length is 1. In example 3, S is B and T contains 4A. So we can take the whole T from here and make the longest palindrome of length 4. And in the last example, we can take A, B, C from the first string and BA from the second string. Or we can take AB from the first string and we can take DBA from the second string to make the longest palindrome of length 5 here. So we can see some other test cases here also. We'll discuss about it after some times, but we can move on to the solution actually. So the solution is actually we can take the longest palindromic substring from string S and we can take the longest palindromic substring from T individually, and we can also take one substring from each of the string and concatenating them in order. And the solution is the maximum of these three test cases here. Firstly, we will find out the longest palindromic substring from string S and string T individually and compare the maximum one. In order to do that, we can go for two-pointer approach. So let's say there is a string, this one. So forget everything. Firstly, we will check how can we check whether a string is palindrome or not. So let's say this position is I and this position is J, and we will iterate the whole string. And firstly we will move this I position forward and J position backward in each iteration, and in each iteration it will work for it will jump for one step. So we will check whether the character of this position and the character of this position is same or not in each iteration until I and J cross each other. So if all the characters in the position I and J are same, then finally we will say that the string is palindrome. Otherwise the string is not palindrome. So in order to find the maximum palindromic substring from a string, we can do it for each of the substring of a string. For example, this substring, this substring, and this substring, and each iteration, and for every substring we will say this is the position of I and this is the position of j, and also after some time, after the next iteration, we will say this is the position of I and this is the position of j, and this way we will check for each substring whether this substring is palindrome or not. So we will move on to the code. So let's write out a separate function to find out the longest substring in a string. So let's say the string is the function is longest palindromic substring. We will take parameter string and return the length of the longest palindromic substring. So let's say the length is max length is 0. So we'll iterate the string so j will start from I and j will iterate from the length of the string. Now we will go for two-pointer approach, and for example we will take the substring from I to j. So let's say p equal I and q equal j, and while p and q doesn't cross each other, we will check whether the character in the position of p and character in the position of q are same or not. So we have taken two separate variables p and q here because if we change I and j in this while loop, so it will affect the whole for loop, so we don't want that. So if s of p is not equal s of q, then we will break the loop. Otherwise we will move p one step forward and move q one step backward. So finally if p is less than or equal to q, then the string is palindrome, we can say. Otherwise we have broke the loop before they cross each other. So if this happens, so we will take this length as the palindrome. So we will compare the max one from here. So the length of this string will be +1. Always let's say always the length of the string is minimum 1, so we will return max here. So this is the length of the longest palindromic substring from a string. So if we check the length of a string, length of the longest palindromic substring of a string, so let's say it is So if we print this one, we will see the length of the longest substring. Here are some test cases. Here A is the S and ABC is the S, and here is the S. So let's say we run it. Sorry, we we didn't complete the code, so we have to return something. For reminder, we have not completed the code. We are just seeing the longest palindromic substring of a string. So let's say we return 1 for any cases. So let's say the S is A here, so length of the longest substring is 1 here. So in other cases, for example, S is B here, so longest substring is B here. In this case, S is oh sorry, I have made a mistake here actually. P should be greater than Q, and here P is greater. No, that means P is P crosses Q, or P surpasses Q. So if we check the cases, so we want to add another case for better testing purpose. Here S is ABA and T is ABS. So in this case, the longest palindromic substring of S is 3. So if we run it, we will see the reflection of result here. Yeah, the std out, the length of the longest palindromic substring in S is 3, and here 1. It works fine. Yeah, so this function is working fine. So let's say the answer is max length, where max length is the final result. So we'll also check the longest palindromic substring of string T. So it will be the max of max length and palindromic substring of T. Yeah, our 2 steps are completed. So the final step is remaining, and this is actually the main solution, or the main thing we have to do here. Take one substring from each of the string and concatenate them to find out the longest palindrome. So consider some cases here. For example, consider some cases here. Let's say there is a string, this is S and this is T. So in this case, what should be the longest palindrome after taking one substring from each string? So if we take a substring this one and a substring this one, then we will maximize the length of the longest palindrome. So this is 3 and this is 5. So 3 plus 5 is 8. So the length of the longest palindrome here is 8. So how can we do that? The approach is almost same from the concept we have discussed earlier. So basically we will iterate all substring of a string s and all substring from string t, and in each iteration we will check whether the taken substring from s and the taken substring from t are concatenated like a palindrome and the maximize length or not. So how can we do that? So let's say if we take this substring from here and this substring from here, so we will take two pointers here. So our pointer will work like this is I and this is j. So when I and j will be going forward and backward, and we will check how many characters are matching. Let's say when we move I, these three h of this substring and these three h of this substring are matching. But what about this 2o? These two o are not matching. So we will take this remaining substring and we have to check again whether this remaining substring is palindrome or not. If this remaining substring is also a palindrome, so we will add the length with this concatenated substring. So here our 3 and here our 3 each are matching, so total 6, and also this 2o, so the total is 8. If this 2o doesn't match, so we will not take it. Similarly we will also try to take from remaining substring from this part. If we take the whole substring from here to here, in that case we will if we say, let's say if we take this substring like from the first from this h and b, and we take substring from o triple h, so we will take this remaining substring b and the remaining substring o from this substring, and we will check whether b is palindrome or not and o is palindrome or not. Yeah, of course b is palindrome because it is a single character, but here o is palindrome. So these 2o makes 2o maximize the length, so we will take this 2o. So let's move on to the code. So we will iterate the first substring like this is the iteration for the first string, and let's say this is the iteration of second string. So k plus plus, let's say another name is l equal L starts from k and L is less than the size of t and L plus plus. So we will iterating s, and beside that we will iterating t nestedly, and now we have the work to iterate we have to work to iterate using two pointer approach. So let's say our p starts from I and q starts from where L. So we will move p one step forward until p reaches I, and we will move q one step backward until q reaches k. So if s of p matches t of q, it will work. If it does not matches, then it will break. It will break this while loop. Otherwise, p will move one step forward and q will move one step backward. And for example, we have we take a length here, and we will add 2 with this length, because we have taken one character from the string t and one character from one character from the substring from string t, and one character from the substring of string t. So we have taken this length, and now let's say we have some remaining part here. We maybe have some remaining part of string substring s and substring t. So we will calculate for those remaining parts. So let's say these remaining substring are initially empty. While p reaches I, we will add the remaining substring here. And until q reaches k, so now we have to check if this SS is palindrome or not, and TT is also palindrome or not. If SS is palindrome, then we will also consider the remaining length of SS, and if TT is also palindrome, this we have to consider also TT and take the maximum of these two. So we need a checker whether a string is palindrome or not. So we will write another function for checking a string is palindrome or not. So let's say is palindrome our on function. Let's say this is s, and the similar approach to find out whether a string is palindrome or not. For example, we will iterate through the length of the string. start from I. Sorry, I'm doing wrong here. Let's say the position is 0, starting position is 0, and the ending position is the last position where character exists. So we will check until it reaches, until they crosses. So if the length in I in the position I is not equal the position j, then we will return false here. So we can take the return parameter as bool, otherwise I will move one step forward and j will move one step backward. So if we execute the whole loop, then this string is palindrome. So finally we will return true here. So now our check is for the remaining length. So if is palindrome ss true, then we will take the length of ss, otherwise we will take 0, and same goes for string t. So it will take this size, otherwise so here we will try to maximize the length of the final result. So we will finally keep the result in max length, so it will be max length, and this length plus remaining, yeah. So this will be the our final answer here. So we will return the max length as our final answer. So let's run it. Yeah, giving wrong answer for some cases. Sorry, I have made some mistake here. Oh, sorry. P will iterate until j. So P will iterate until j actually, and also here need the equal sign. Now if we run again, yeah, all test cases passes. So if I submit the problem, yeah, it got accepted, and this is the solution, and I will provide the link of the code in the comment section. Thank you, bye bye. I have made some mistake, pardon me.